Welcome back. If there was a cut there, then that's because internet started acting weird. Twitch just started going all bizarre on me, which is frustrating, but hey, we're back and we're live again. Anyway, let's rejoin it. So, I was talking about sort of poking around. I think it's actually, we didn't hear the teleporter go up. Just gonna get rid of chat again very quickly.
Good, Genji, dive him, dive him.
But I think
I've
the
got
Genji...
30 health, I can't lie.
Sorry, I didn't hear that before. I've got 13 health, I can't fucking dive them. Anyway.
Where's that at?
Yeah, we've got the telly.
Teleporter's gone.
Never mind.
Like, honestly, now we should just be looking to annoy the shit. Like, killing the Mercy on the way back. Good prioritizing. Like, hello, free kill. There's no way, unless someone comes back and helps pick up the Mercy. And this, by the way, guys, if a Mercy dies and you want to just get her back as soon as you can if the enemy team's acting aggressive, like on Numbani, there's a great place you can stand. Like, if you just position someone up here, Mercy can zip back, get back that much faster. I actually do this quite a lot, and I've seen Mercy players thank me for it, which is anytime I die, and I'll just come back towards spawn a little bit and just give them something to anchor to and jump to. It's incredibly useful. Now remember to help your Mercies, so they can help you. Ding! Torbjorn 1 versus 1 against the Tracer is actually a bit dicey. You can see exactly why.
Welcome to Overwatch.
Hey, Yoma Knight. Beautiful.
Here's
How
to
many
the
is that?
best Overwatch streamer and the best community, less than 3.
Less than 3. That less than 3 guy gets so much love. Anyway, Torbjorn 1 vs 1. We're on 130 hit points. We take 120 damage. And that's honestly a little bit lucky on our part. Torbjorn 1 vs 1s I found to just be a little bit irritating. You can generally, like, if he gets lucky, then he'll win it, but honestly, to me, step 1 is just peel off the armor, step 2 is just peel off his head. It's basically the idea. Did give us a pulse bomb. We actually had a good opportunity to use it here as well. I would not feel sad about just throwing a pulse bomb, like, at Winston's back here. Just make his life difficult. Honestly, especially with a lot of pro-level tracers that I've been watching, what's been interesting to see is the increase in people just bombing Winstons. It works very, very well. So, you know, you don't have to use the bomb to kill supports and stuff like that. It's honestly a lot easier just to do that with your left clicks and just to use your guns to do that and then just explode Winstons and blow tanks up. Gets rid of the threat very quickly, makes their lives a lot harder. Picking up the health back, getting back in through the back door. This would be another opportunity just to put a bomb on him. And even if it just forces out Primal Rage, honestly, trading Primal Rage for a Pulse Bomb is worth enough value. I just want to check 1 or 2 things as well. I mean, honestly, being fair, we didn't need it. Like, they just res 2, guessing everyone's on the point, so it's a Winston. So yeah, we could leave it, and this Winston, honestly, should have probably died here. Maybe Primal Rage and just jumped away. I know he's trying to stall, but honestly, this is done.
Damn you.
So yeah, I'm actually fine with us keeping that.
I killed the Mercy twice. I killed the fucking teleporter.
Apparently a Torbjorn.
That was a massive waste.
In case like this, like a good idea is just to keep shooting the turret.
That was a
Just to
massive
keep
waste.
picking up the turret. So the way that Torbjorn works when he's building up a turret, every hammer swing is either a repair hammer swing or a damage dealing hammer or a building hammer swing. If the turret's taken 1 damage, it's a repair hammer swing, so you can't build a turret, and if you can't build a tier 2 turret, Molten Core is like 30% of the value that it normally is. It's insane. So if you just keep nipping at the turret and just keep putting 1 damage on it, you can't build it, and that actually puts you in a very strong position. I'm guessing you're coordinating for a graviton bomb. Yeah, I want to point out that we've had this pulse bomb. We've had plenty of time to just build up a second one. So this Winston did get blown up. You can honestly hunt that down. Good job. And this is part of what we should be doing as Tracer, is hunting down low hit point targets, trying to escape. We're very, very strong at that. We could be being a lot more proactive right now, though. Lol. Lol. And this is part of why, like, graviton bombs, it's more the, like, let's think about how to set up a graviton bomb. To me, it's not, let's hold on to a bomb, wait for a graviton surge to be built up. It's completely the other way around. Graviton surge should be built up, and then Zarya should be able to hold on to the grav, and you can build a pulse bomb in 50 seconds if you need to. Like, it's very, very easy to do, and if you're playing aggressively just to build up a pulse bomb and not necessarily look for kills, it's very, very easy for us to do that, especially against targets like Mei, Reinhardt, Winston. It's extremely easy for us to do that. Another cool thing that we can do with the pulse bomb as well is during a res, if you just throw the pulse bomb at someone's feet as they've instantly been picked up, I believe the timing is so that the pulse bomb will detonate just as they're coming alive. Like, they won't really have much movement time. I think you've got to wait like a second or two, but there is a pretty easy timing to work out if you can just practice it. So free kill there. Help our Ana. And again, we can just hunt this down. Especially once Mei's got no wall, she can't do anything. Mei's not that scary for Tracer. If she headshots you, then fair enough. Well played, Mei, but otherwise not scary. Prefer us doing this, we should be getting around into the back line. Put pressure on the Ana, and our job isn't necessarily even to kill the Ana, especially with this support combo. Mercy Ana just supporting each other will pretty much always just be able to survive what we can do to them. But if they're supporting each other, they're not supporting anyone else, and they are vulnerable. We're also just building up a pulse bomb. So if we can just keep those guys busy and keep those guys worried about their lives, it makes it very easy for the rest of our team to just go and do what they want. It's easy for the Genji to get a lot done, it's easy for Winston to get a lot done. And when Winston or Genji does come and join us in pressuring that backline, we can get a huge amount done there. We're still holding on to this pulse bomb. You could have probably had 3 by now.
Yeah, me too.
I don't understand why we're holding onto it. Just throw it at people. Like, it's an instant kill if it sticks on most people. So, use it. It's not an ultimate that's worth saving. Good job hunting that down. Help out on the Winston. Monkey ulted, that's fine. Pick up the health pack, good job avoiding. Enemy team started to actually swap to some sensible counters. When you're pressing tab like this, like, considering we just saw a soldier, they've swapped clearly. So we know that, you know, I was expecting this to happen, that the Mei is now gone. They've instead opted for the soldier, which is much more sensible. The Reaper's a bit of an annoyance, but honestly, unless we, like, blink into his face and he shoots us, he's not that big of a deal. Like, these are just free ultimate charge, and again, our objectives still remain pretty much the same. Harass this. Harass this. Concerned about this and this. Avoid staying near this too long, but Winston honestly can't shut us down. He can only make us low, which is kind of annoying, but it's not the biggest problem in the world. And if our team's playing properly, then no big issue. Get this pulse bomb. Why not just... Why are we holding on to this bomb? What are we waiting for? Oh look, Reinhardt's got an Earth Shatter. Wouldn't it be fun if Reinhardt was dead? Why? We need to be using this tool. And people backing up towards you is just like the easiest thing in the world. Just drop it onto this Reinhardt and shoot the soldier. If it forces out the res all the earlier, then okay. You traded Resurrect for a Pulse Bomb. Pulse Bomb is always... Like, Pulse Bomb for another ultimate is always a favourable trade, because Pulse Bomb builds fast, and is easy to get. We don't have to worry too much about it. Blinking into the enemy team directly. End up dead. Almost where we never want to be. Be very careful about just ending up in the middle of the team.
Fucking do it already.
Grav comes through. There's nothing to stop it. They've got no res. Got a blade.
Yeah, like an hour-long conversation about doing it. I was waiting. I was ready to...
And there we go. Could be a cleanup. Just pulse bomb the Reinhardt. Like, this... That pulse bomb could have come out way earlier. If you see a tank, and even if a lot of people are shooting at him, like in this instance, like, this fight could go either way, just put a pulse bomb on him. There is no shame to just hit stuff with a pulse bomb.
So ready to take off.
Like, we could have got rid of that Reinhardt and we could have been fighting the Reaper. Just view it as like an I win button. And it is Tracer's literal I win button. It's why I suspect it's going to be the first thing nerfed on her. We should be definitely using that a lot more. Yeah, if people are asking if the stream's down, just tell them to refresh. We just had an internet hiccup. It looks like the server, the Twitch server at Stockholm went down, or had problems, or something like that, and I've had to change server, but we're back up. Smooth. We're feeling good. So in a situation like this, honestly, we could still be being a little bit more active. We don't want to be too active. What I mean by we don't want to be too active as well, like, let's explain what we're saying. I don't mean like blink all the way into the enemy team and then start shooting, but we could just be nipping at people. Building a little bit more pulse bomb. I know the idea of like, oh, the secretive tracer threat's coming around from the back, but honestly, just pulling one or two people back is fine. This is an easy Mercy kill. Mercy did not do anything to evade us. We already have value. Honestly, taking the time to get up to this Ana wouldn't be a bad idea.
Wait, who the hell did I hit?
Because right now the Ana is just uncontested, staying on that high ground. Notice the second we started shooting her, she dropped down. So if after this Mercy kill, like, we come around here, why not just go up the stairs, come around and just kill the Ana? We can let the rest of the people deal with this. Just force this Ana down onto the low ground as well, and then go from there. You want to build up a pulse bomb, then there's your battery for it. Just kill him while he ults, no problem. Just stay the hell away from that for now. Good swap onto the Mercy. Easy. Good job. In general, I say the Tracer play is okay. Like, the tracking, the aiming looks fine. When we're going in, we're generally just beating out people, and this is sort of unsurprising considering this player is about 400 SR above, you know, probably the majority of the enemy team, so they are evading worse, the player is tracking a little bit better than they are, and so this is the sort of thing that ends up happening. Where it just feels like the Mercy didn't react to this. Where a better Mercy, what should be happening is, the moment this damage comes in, this Mercy should be dashing over to here. Should be using Guardian Angel and just getting distant. Because jumping around is not going to stop the Tracer killing you. She doesn't even need to land headshots, she's just putting the mouse here. And we're getting the kill. And she finally dashes, but it's way too late, it's way too low. And so we get an important kill on the Mercy. Mercy is no longer part of this fight. They have massively reduced healing, they have no more tank, no more main source of damage, and then it's... I'd say... overall, like... in general, we're doing sort of the right things. We could just afford to be a little bit more proactive with it, and definitely use the pulse bombs more. Like, use the pulse bombs a hell of a lot more. Why do I sound like I'm wrapping up? I'm wrapping up because we're going to McCREE next in part number 2. So hey, we'll be talking a lot about McCREE because there's a lot more to talk about on the McCREE side of things.
He jumps in the way.
Actually, two-fer.
Can I call my open division team 8 amongst many? Yes, you can.
Did Zarya just say that?
No, that was our...
But to me, that feels like... it's strange to say because that looked like a player that hadn't played much Tracer, but if you got like 2 hours of competitive Tracer... is that this season or last season? Current competitive season. So if you've already got like 2 hours this season on Tracer, I suspect you probably know enough how fast her pulse bombs build, so do not be afraid to use them aggressively. And if you're thinking, oh well, I want to save them to use with the Genji, like, oh, I want to save them to use with the Zarya. Remember, Zarya can work with the Genji, Zarya can work with other things as well. And it's easier for you to just be aggressive with them, and then when Zarya gets near a grav, she can tell you, and then you can build up a pulse bomb of that. So if you see Zarya start, you know, pressing Z and saying, I've got 70% graviton surge, then probably start building up. But otherwise, just throw them. Just throw them at people, try and get kills with them, be aggressive with them, treat them more like a normal ability than an ultimate on. Is the best way. And you'll see Tracer players doing this where they will just be using bombs very aggressively. I won't say the same for pros, just because in 6 versus 6 situations they're looking for very specific targets and very specific picks. We're trying to do very specific things with them. But in play like this, as long as they are going down relatively near fights, it's worth doing.
If you want, you can take DPS and I'll take Mercy.